Hello! And welcome back to the Krista Chronicles. Today, I am back with another VR to Tara and Kelsey from Cozy Core Craft and Huga Tarot. And they're... Oh my gosh, why do I not check these things before? Cozy? It's in my brain. Capsule collection. I couldn't think of the word capsule. Cozy Capsule Collection year-long series. I had so much fun doing this for January, and so I wanted to continue. So here we are with February, and as I said last month, I'm not following all of their rules. I'm pretty much just following their theming and the idea of having a capsule collection. And, well, that looks like a greater span of decks for me personally. I still find it has a similar effect. Something I didn't look into yet. Maybe I should have before I started this, because I could have talked about it. But I didn't. Is, looking through my tarot journal, because I have pictures of the decks I used, and seeing, like, ooh, I actually didn't use this deck at all, or something like that, which I will do. Haven't done it yet. Yeah, so Tara and Kelsey picked 2 tarot, 2 oracles each. I clearly have more than that. But I liked it, because I really still found that it kept me I was noticing, like, really using certain decks all of the time. You know what I mean? So it has same effect. Anyways, this month's theme for February is Warm Embrace. So I did make a video that I posted last week about my decks for Valentine's Day, and I pretty much was choosing from that selection, but I didn't choose like there's some different stuff in here, so I still wanted to go through this as its own video. So let's start with, we're going to start with Oracle, and we're going to start with, I have a few here that are not really like warm embrace, but they're carryovers from last month because they fit a winter vibe that I might want. You know what I mean? So I got two of them here. That being the Endless Oracle by Eric Mail, and this is the Winterseer's Animal Oracle. So we're not going to spend time on those. I had these out last month. I loved them last month. They were my favorites, and since where I live, according to the Farmer's Almanac, we will probably be seeing the most of our snow this month, probably into March. That's how it's been trending the past few years. So I still wanted to have my kind of like real wintry feeling decks, because you'll see from the rest of this that it's not necessarily that direction. So wanted to have those out. Love those. Okay, let's get into the rest. Starting with the Mary Magdalene Oracle. Now, for this selection, I actually was a little bit more intentional with kind of thinking about pairings and how everything went together. If you watched my monthly recap, you saw that, or you may have seen, that I had what I call my neurodivergent time. And for that day, it consisted of taking out a bunch of decks I thought I might want to use for February and seeing how they all paired together. So this is one I got to pair with one of the tarots. I got this idea from Marlon and Teresa, but I do think this fits the warm embrace theme. It's the Mary Magdalene Oracle. It feels very like, I don't know, it's got a comforting vibe to it. I like the red. You will see I'm leaning into like the red, the pink, the roses, and that definitely appears in this one. Next, we've got the Unlocking the Secret Garden Oracle from US Games, which I've been really enjoying. And this one really just has a romantic theme to me. Look at the backs. So pretty. And it's just a really good, I don't know, it feels like a really good, widely usable oracle. So when I was playing with my pairings, this is one that just really went with a lot. So yeah, I love all the florals in it. Again, it's got that kind of vintage romantic feel, which is what I was going for. I really wanted really like a vintage kind of vintage rose feel. That was the vibe I was feeling for this season. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Anyways, next we've got the Embroidered Graveyard. Now, I mean, come on. I had to, right? I love this deck. I use this deck all the time, but it hasn't been out in kind of my selections for my daily draw decks in quite a bit. But, I mean, just the pink on the box and the just whole vibe of this, something about it just really, I don't know, it felt like it fit this theme. I really liked how it paired with a lot of my tarots. It's making me feel like I should have gone through the tarots first, because I keep saying, like, these paired with my tarots, but it's a great one. It's a great one. I love having this one out. It just, yeah. Cool. Okay. Then, of course, we've got Divine Ephemera. She's just been staying out. Yeah. Rose. Alchemy Oracle. Obviously. Obviously, I'm bringing out my rose decks. Are you kidding me? How could I not? So beautiful. Ooh, I love this. And it's gonna feel a little bit like, I don't know how I feel about it yet, because I did really love this paired with the Solera Occulto and the Mercury Salt Sulfur. It just, it went so well, and it was starting to get into the territory of, like, bonded pair, but I don't want that to happen with this deck, because I love it. I use it. I want to use it all the time, so she's breaking free of that relationship for the month. So we'll see, because it did, like, visually pair well with so much. It just does. It's an awesome, awesome oracle. Oh my gosh. I am stuffy. I'm currently seeing what happens if I don't take allergy meds. It's going great. I love it. Okay. Pear Tree Court. Obviously. I keep saying obviously. That's rude of me. I mean it as a joke. Yeah. I mean, such... Oh, what's this time period called? What's that word? Bridgerton. It's very Victorian, but... What's that word? Bridgerton era. You know what I mean? And there's such a romance to that, and I just think this is going to pair so well with so many different decks. It just is one that pairs nicely. Excited about that one. Alright, then we've got two more, and I have two decks out that I'm kind of like, I added them in a little bit last minute. I don't know. Should we just talk about those first? The Vintage Wisdom Oracle and the... I'm missing a deck. Hold on. That just made me realize that. Okay, anyway, Vintage Wisdom and the Druid Plant. These were last minute adds, and that feels a little bit like cheating in my arbitrary rules. I've added to this. So we're gonna put those down. Queen Mab Oracle. This is like a dark, feminine amazingness. Yes. So this, I don't know if this really fits like Warm Embrace at all, but oh, I just like the way it pairs with a lot of the tarots I have pulled out, and I've just been really getting into this deck. I've had it for quite some time, but it's just like, I don't know. It's one of those ones where it sat for a bit, and now it's like, it's time. And I just love the whole theme of it. I don't really know if it fits this theme per se, but it fits with decks that do. I don't know. Warm Embrace. I'm taking it and it just like a, this does have like a romantic feel to it. A bit. And what else do we have? Oh, we've got the Oracle of the Roses, of course. A favorite. We love her. We won't, I show it all the time. We won't get into that. And last but not least, I don't know about this one, but Ancient Feminine Wisdom. This one is unfortunately out of print. Not like impossible to get. I didn't pay much for this. And I say that using like usual mass market prices as my measurement. But it does, of all my goddess decks, this feels like the one that has a really romantic vibe to it other than the Divine Ephemera. And I don't know, I just felt like I might want that goddess energy this month. Got it, like specifically goddess energy, because the Divine Ephemera has a mix of gods and goddesses. So I have this out kind of just like as a, like just in case that's something I want, but I don't know. I don't know about that one. We'll see. So that's the oracles for the month. Very excited about those. Let's get into the tarot. The first one, a bit of a spoiler for my recent editions, but we have Tarot of Aphrodite. Of course, I mean, obviously this is going into the February deck picks. I mean, how beautiful. I'm so obsessed. The pink is so gorgeous. This is the new second edition. I didn't have the first edition, but based on, BB from Red Velvet Tarot. No, I'm not getting that right. Am I getting that right? I'm so bad. I'm like, as soon as I learn people's on YouTube, like, learn their name, their username goes out of my brain. BB. She did a really good comparison between the first and the second, and especially, like, watching that, I'm like, ooh, I'm glad I waited for the second, because I like the changes that were made, so excited about that one. So we've got that, and then we've got the Goddess of Love, which I've been loving. I edged it in this hot pink. Oh, isn't that amazing? And this one really, like, I don't know, it just so pleasantly surprised me when I was playing with those pairings. I could not believe how well this paired with so much. Like, I want to say every oracle here, this went with. Isn't that wild? Like, thinking of it as it's got this bright red and this collage, you wouldn't think, but it really did. I was so impressed. So that's the Goddess of Love Tarot. And going on that, oh, I'm gonna sneeze again, oh no. It's gone. This is another one that I'm not sure if it totally fits the theme, but I don't know. I feel like there is kind of like a romantic air to it, but it's the Odyssean Tarot. This might just be, I'm just kind of excited to use it. I don't know. I think there is, I mean, there's so much like romance that goes on in Greek mythology that I think it fits. But yeah, loving this one. I used this one today with the Goddess of Love Tarot, and it was so good. It's such pretty artwork. I think this kind of art style too just makes it, that in itself is what puts it in this category for me, honestly. And I love it. I've been loving this. The book is so good. So, Odyssean Tarot. And, ooh, goodness. Then we've got the Fyodor Pavlov, which is just, it's just a romantic feeling deck. Something about it is, that's just the, I mean, look at that Empress, so pretty. That's just the energy it has to me. And I like this kind of warm beige tone. Something about that makes it feel like warm embrace energy to me. Look at that. Is that not the best? Hermit. So good. Ooh! Don't lose a card. So that is also here. Fyodor Pavlov. This one I have some trouble pairing though. Not gonna lie. I did find some things that matched with here, but it's not a ton. Which is intriguing to me. Then we've got the Victorian Romantic, of course. I mean, no, we don't even need to. Obviously. Tarot of the Drowning World. This is just like, I don't know, it gives this kind of romantic vibe too with all the florals in it. And this is one that I'm not positive. I don't know if it'll get a lot of use, but I just kind of wanted to have it here because this is one feels a bit more like spring, summer to me, but I don't know. I was curious to see if I would feel pulled to use it because of the flowers, but we shall see in the watery energy. But as far as like a Pip Deck, I feel like I've got that roll filled already by the Tarocchi by Mr. Friborg. I apologize for my lighting too. The sun is currently setting but these are meant to be casual and just showing you what I'm using. So just a quick video. Yeah, so this, I mean, such February Valentine's warm embrace vibes to me here because of the colors. It's just beautiful. And so I kind of feel like if I'm going to be using a Pip Deck this month, it's going to be this one. So we'll see. But this is a definite, like, we're using this. I'm so excited about it. Okay, we got three more. And so again, like I was saying in the beginning, my kind of point with giving myself so many options is because it just makes me feel better. I just like having options. And I do think it's something to kind of be curious about at the end of the month of like, all right, did I use all of this? Or were there some clear favorites? And then like, ooh, is there one I didn't use at all? Like, let's examine that. So, you know, I think it all adds to the science, the hypothesizing. Who doesn't love that? I sure do. Ascension Tarot. We have to appreciate the edges. You and me, right now, we're looking at these edges. Oh my gosh. They're like a lilac pink. So good. So good. So this is a bit like kind of, I don't know, it has a bit of like star seedy energy, but not in a way I'm disliking. I'm really enjoying this tarot. And I really like how it paired with quite a few oracles, and I'm just really excited to explore that in readings, because this is a new deck to me. But it's really beautiful. I like all the light going on in it, all the pinks and the purples. I really like it. So, Ascension Tarot. That's kind of our modern deck for the month. And then we've got the Revival Art, which again, like just this kind of art style, it just feels romantic to me, right? Yeah, there's like such a romance to this, especially like the backs. Oh, so good. So yeah, this was like a for sure. And it pairs really well with a lot too. So there's that. And then last but not least, we've got the Jane Austen Tarot. Jane Austen she is a winter romance feel. And so she had to come out. Oh, I love the colors of this. So excited to be using that one. So yeah, that's what's in my capsule collection for February for my daily readings. I'd love to hear if you're someone who kind of like picks out decks for the month. What are you using? What are you excited about? I'd love to know. But other than that, I will see you all again very soon.